All right, this is session recap for the 6th day of November. And remember, this stuff doesn't change down here. This is all static stuff. All right. So the session recap, when you open up the session recap tonight and you go, I wonder what they were thinking about this morning. If this stuff hasn't changed and direction hasn't changed, then everything we're looking at this morning is still probably intact. First up, dollar index. All right. Dollar index today was going to the downside. There we go. Headed down. Ooh, there's the close and reverse to the downside. Remember, I told you when it started up here, I said that's a close and reverse. Well, there it is right there. All right. So we're continuing the move to the downside. Can't trade euro dollar because the ATR is too small. Pound dollar went right up virtually to the pip to its ATR. It was alert last night, but unfortunately, only one trader took it besides me. So that's it. Now, dollar continuing down. We should come up here tonight. Look for the 4.236 and maybe up to 3,400, 3,200 up there. Dollar Swissy, can't trade it, but it does validate the dollar. Gee, surprise, surprise. Looks just like it's just a little microcosm of the dollar because the dollar is the base currency here and Swiss franc is pegged to the dollar, doesn't float against it. So it almost always just tells you exactly what's happening. All right. So you can tell right now you took out support right here. You got a close and reverse to the downside, MACD pointing the way down. It's dollar negative for sure. All right. All right. That means we go over to dollar yen and we're looking to trade that to the downside. Well, guess what? Where did it go? To the pip, to its ATR. I wonder if they knew where that was. Gee, I don't know, Scott. You're so stinking lucky. Right down to it. Stop dead right there. I'd be holding for the 1,000 down here. Tonight, you'll be looking to come down to this fib at 152.12. Can't trade Aussie dollar, New Zealand dollar. Can't trade Aussie Swissy. Can't trade pound Swissy. Can't trade Aussie New Zealand. All right. All the ATRs are too low. Euro yen, you can trade. All right. So close and reverse. We pulled back up here. Watch for it to turn. Everybody should have an entry order in down here. We're looking for this morning at 176.12. Tonight, we're going to look for 176, 175.56 down here. Wow. Big area here. All right. If it does that today, we can look for that tonight. If it doesn't do that today, you can look for maybe that whole thing tonight. Wow. Big area. Pound yen. Down yen, got a pull back, got a close and reverse to the downside. Remember, I told you I can't trade it. It's too late in the day. Entry order going in. We're looking today. We're looking for 199.86 today. This is the day chart bottom. So you got to really be careful when you're coming down that that's not a bounce point. But the overall target is the 618 down here at 199.07. Over to Aussie yen, right down to target, blew right through it. Looking for the double bottom now. We only got a couple pips to go. Look for this tonight down to the day chart bottom right there. Big area in here, at least down to 92.77 where you got a 270 fib and the big fibs. Now, if you've done your work, you know that they went from there to there. They went from there and they tried to get to there, so they were not successful. But this is gone. That means this is the target for this whole move right here, which is why they're continuing through the ATR because this target is gone and this bottom is they're right here at the bottom. They break the bottom, they're going to that fib. All right. And once you do that work, you'll know that you know that you know. All right. So we'll see. Look for 97.36 tonight. Euro Aussie. And Euro Aussie went right to target, then kept on going right up from the fib to the fib. Right now we're headed for this fib right here. If the dollar keeps going down, we're looking to come all the way up here to 79.40 tonight. That's a big area up in there, folks. So watch it. MACD tells you get a pullback and go again. That's all it tells you. Swiss yen, tried to trade this morning and it didn't move in time for us. Okay, this was trade one. This is trade two down here. Tonight, you look to come down to 188.42, which is the fib below the 1,000. Pound Aussie, all right, Pound Aussie kept going up and up and up and up. Right now, the target hit the ATR, hit this one, blew right through that. So there's the next target, which is a 382 at 203.42. You do your work, you know that that's where it is. If you haven't done your work, you go, I don't know if I should trade that. Go do the work. We'll probably come up to the 0.500 tonight at 204.40. Euro New Zealand, all the way up to the day chart top. Blew right through these fibs, right up to it. Okay, that's the top. watch for it to pull. They're going to be a sell-off. They're going to sell this profit off here, and then watch and see if it bounces. If it bounces, you're looking at 20600 up here. If it's over and they're going to trade the range, they'll probably just hang out and wait till next week. Pound New Zealand, all right, pound, same thing here in Pound New Zealand. Just look out, rock and roll, all right? That's why you hold your trades. When you look at them, you see the size of the candles, you hold them. Hold all positions, and now you picked up 100 pips more with 3 lots in there. That's 300 pips right there. All right, wow, that's a lot of money. Target right now is this fib up here, 2.3347, but you need a pullback first. So most likely they'll pull it back to here and then bounce it to there. That's most likely what will happen. Will it happen? I don't know. All right. Finally, New Zealand yen, and remember we can't trade those other currencies. Nope, ATRs aren't big enough. Right down to target, right down to the fib. We're looking to come down to the day chart bottom tonight at 85.63 and holding for 85.50. All right. So there you go. All right.